Amrita, good evening. Okay. Ram Pandey, good evening. Right. So let's see, guys, here. So today, what kind of lab we are going to discuss? Kishore, good evening. Kavya, Kaveri, good evening. Priyadarshini, good evening. Right. Jyoti, good evening. Right. So let's get started. Shristi, good evening. Right. So guys, first we are going to perform your lab session. So what kind of lab session we are going to perform now we'll discuss, okay? So first we'll do one thing. We'll launch one instance. So we are going to launch one instance, okay? So this is one EC2 instance. This is EC2 instance, right? While you are trying to launching the EC2 instance, at the time you have one volume, that is root volume. That is root volume, okay? So this root volume name DEV-SDA1 like that you have. This root volume name is DEV-SDA1 like that you have, okay? Got it, guys? So inside this root volume itself only we have the operating system, okay? Inside the root volume itself only we have the operating system, right? So I will launch one instance, right? I am going to attach one additional volume. I'm going to attach one additional EBS volume, okay? One additional EBS volume. So with 10 GB, I'm going to attach. It may be GP2, it may be GP3, whatever it may be, okay? GP2 or GP3, whatever it may be, you can attach. So how to attach, we'll discuss first. How we need to access this additional EBS volume into our operating system. You people, you are unable to understand Linux because you have to know a little bit about Linux. So that's why I'm trying to teaching with Windows operating system, okay? In Windows easily you're going to understand, okay? Got it, guys? So first lab. Tomorrow I'll start S3, okay? Maximum today we are going to finish this one. Tomorrow I'll start S3. Let's see, guys, here. Go to EC2. So I'm trying to launching one instance. How to attach the EBS additional volume we are going to discuss. Launch instance. We are into North Virginia, right? guys, your instance and your EBS volume both should into same region, remember. Okay, now I'm trying to launching one instance, for example Win server, right? I'm using a Windows operating system. So this is latest one, 2022 or what? 2025, right? Base. So 2025 latest server operating system I'm using. T3 micro. We have few keys, right? I'm using my Windows key. Right? Then no need to change the network settings and those all. So you can go with the default only, because I'm trying to launching this instance into default VPC itself only. Okay. So no need to change anything. But do one thing. So change the subnet, say availability zone. Okay. Because those both into the same availability zone, right? I'm trying to providing US East 1A is a AZ1. Okay, so availability zone 1. Subnet you wish, if you want you can select, or otherwise you can leave it, it's not a problem, right? So but I'm trying to selecting the availability zone, same availability zone only. So in that same availability zone itself only, the subnet it is going to create. Let's see here, this one, right? Got it, guys? US East 1A. There is no that option, it's gone, right? Both are same only. So now if you want you can provide the all you wish. This is not a mandatory here. While you try to deploying the services, at the time only it's mandatory. Okay, then I'm trying to launching the instance. Guys, if you observe, see, we have 30 GB EBS volume, root volumes, right? So with 3,000 IOPS, it's not encrypted, right? Let's see, guys, here. We have GP3 by default, right? So let's use this drop down. By default, you have GP3 free tier eligibility and GP2 also free tier eligibility. We can install the operating system into SSD, especially in GP3 and GP2. And as well as if you want, you can install into IOPS also. Yesterday we discussed about theoretical part, right? IO1, IO2, right? Guys, if you observe, cold HDD, it's disabled, see. Cold HDD, it's disabled, right? And then throughput optimization also it's got disabled, right? But magnetic standard it's enabled, see. Yes, no. Cold HDD, throughput optimized, both it got disabled. So this is not suitable for operating system. I hope you clear, guys. It's not suitable for operating system, right? So you need to install the operating system. You have to use GP3 or GP2 or IO1 or IO2. Otherwise, magnetic standard. You are unable to install the operating system into throughput optimized and then cold optimized. So what is the use of throughput optimized and cold optimized? From where we are going to use those both? Yes, guys. Cold HDD and throughput optimized. Sorry, I said like a cold optimized, right? No. Cold HDD and then throughput optimized, where we are going to use? To store the databases, right? To store big data. Yesterday we discussed about theoretical part, right? To store big data databases, we are going to use this one. We can store objects, but we are unable to install the operating system into cold HDD and throughput optimize, right? Okay. So this is for root volume, guys. Now what I'm doing, I'm trying to adding additional EBS volume. Okay. By default we have root volume. Now I'm trying to adding one additional EBS volume. So here we have the option called add new volume. right? So add new volume. By default it's providing 8 GB. By default it's providing 8 GB. Okay, I need 10 GB volume. I need 10 GB volume, right guys? So here use this drop down menu. Each and every volume it got active. See now, got it guys? Each and every volume it got active now. GP3 active, GP2 active, IO1, IO2, cold HDD, then throughput optimized, then magnetic standard. Each and every volume it got active now. So I hope you got it. Better to use GP3 only. Otherwise GP2, your wish. So don't use IO1, IO2. It will charge. Okay. So now I'm using GP3. So GP3. If you click this option, advanced option, you are going to get few advanced settings here. Let's see guys here. So this is volume 1 root. So in this volume 1 root we have the operating system. Okay, so if you extend this volume 1 settings, 30 GB by default we have. So we selected GP3 guys. I said DV SDA1, right? Root volume should have DV SDA1. Snapshot IOPS. IOPS, see here 3000 IOPS. So you can, if you want, you can increase, if you want, you can reduce. So I hope you got it guys, right? Okay, so delete on termination. Yes, while you try to deleting the EBS EC2 instance, along with the EC2 instance, EBS volume also it is going to terminate. And there is no encryption. We have, if you want, you can create encrypted keys also here. Okay, so we have key management service. With the help of key management services you can select the encrypted keys here. So it is going to become encrypted. Okay, at present doesn't require, we don't have any key management concept into our codes. See guys, throughput 125, right? Got it? So this is for the root volume. So coming to our additional volume, right? So storage type is EBS volume 2, right? Device name DEV XVDB, right? XVDB, XVDC, like this you have. XVDD, XVDE, XVDF, XVDG, XVDH, XVDI, like this you have. Okay. So snapshot, if you want you can take, otherwise you can leave it. We'll discuss about snapshot later. So while you try to deleting the instance, at the time by default we have no. The instance it will delete, but this volume it won't delete. You need to keep S along with the instance. If you need to delete this volume, you need to keep yes here. Encryption, then throughput. So I hope you're clear. Volume initialization rate. So everything you can provide here. So okay, minimum 100 MB per second, maximum 300 MB per second. So I hope you're clear guys. Now we are trying to launching the instance with default settings only, right? So we are trying to launching the instance with the help of default settings only, right? So now launch instance. Here is the option. Launch instance. The instance it got launched along with the additional EBS volume. So we have the operating system into root volume, and this is our additional EBS volume. You can store the data into additional EBS volume. Objects we can store here. Okay. So back to view all instances. So how much time it will take to start? So maximum 5 minutes. Minimum 2 minutes, maximum 5 minutes, right? Clear guys? happened? So now Windows instance it got launched and the status is initializing. So we need to wait few minutes. So now I got it. Why we are facing this internet issue? If it is raining, I'm unable to get the internet. Yesterday also it's raining, right? Okay, so go to Windows instance, select this one, right? Click connect, and then RDP protocol. Download RDP shortcut key, right? Click get password. Click get password. Right, upload that key. What is that key? My new win key. Click upload private key. My new win key, right? My new win key only, right? Decrypt it. Then what we download the RDP file, click this one. Click connect. Then copy the password. Then paste into the RDP client. Okay. RDP server. Our mission is client, and then we are trying to accessing EC2 server. Right, it got connected successfully. So this is Windows 2025 server. Right. So now clear? I hope you got it, guys. So this is 2025 server operating system. Open my computer. How to open my computer? Windows E. Windows E is a shortcut, right? It doesn't have start button right here. It will take time to get the start button. Each and everything it should load. So go to this PC. Go to this PC. Guys, how many volumes we attached while we are trying to launching the instance? 2, right? One is root volume. It got reflected here inside this PC. So Windows C like this, we have total 30 GB, approximately 7 GB it got occupied. Sorry, approximately 7 GB it's a free space. Right? Clear, guys? Yes, no? So right, so where is remaining volume? What we attach the new volume while we are trying to launching the instance, where is that volume? We are unable to find, right? So how we need to get that one, how we need to store the data? Go to start button. Then here we have server manager. Click server manager. Open server manager. Doesn't require this one. Select and close. This blue line is going, see. We have to wait few minutes. Here you are going to get the disk management related options. Okay, it will take some time. That's why I'm not going to use Windows. But if I'm using Linux operating system, we can do quickly. But you people, you are unable to understand, right? You don't know much about Linux commands, right? So that's why. So we need to wait few minutes. In North Virginia, 1 p.m., 1:15 p.m. Time see here. Right? Still it's going here. So we need to get the disk management related options here. We have only 3 options here. We'll get one more option here. We need to wait until to get that one. Because this is remote machine, right? Excuse me, guys. So still it is loading. Now we got see file and storage service, right? Click that file and storage service. Go to disks. Okay, so here we have 2 disks, see. So disk 1 and disk 2. So 30 GB having operating system. This is 10 GB. So it doesn't have any kind of file system. Okay. So that's why it is not going to reflect. And that it doesn't have the, what is that, the drive letter also. Now we need to assign. Right click, new volume, next, again, next. See guys, enter 10 GB. Next, yes, okay. Then total 10 GB we are considering. It's try to assigning the drive letter. See, it's assigning the drive letter. Then give next. Without drive letter, we are unable to access the data. What type of file system? Windows NTFS file system by default. NTFS file system. Give next, and then create. Simple. It's not a big deal. So click close. Now this drive also, EBS volume also having GPT partition. Right. Go to Explorer. Windows Explorer. Open this. See. Got it, guys? I hope you're clear. Yes, we need to format and then we need to create the file system, Aditi. So right click, take new volume, then can follow the steps like next, 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 like that. Easily you are going to format. It's not a big deal. So this is a D volume. Inside this volume, it doesn't have any kind of data. So I hope you got it, right? How to attach the volume, right? Okay, I'm trying to creating few files into D drive. Okay. So I'm trying to creating few files into this D drive. Okay. So now this is EBS, right? EBS means elastic block storage. EBS means elastic block storage. Yes, no. I'm going to minimize this one. I'm going to minimize this one, right? Can we increase the size 10 GB to 20 GB? At present, we have 10 GB only, right? We have only 10 GB, right? Can we increase the size of this volume 10 GB to 20 GB or otherwise 10 GB to 15 GB? Can we reduce the size of this volume? Is it possible? 10 GB to 5 GB, like that, can we reduce the size? It's not possible. If you want, you can increase the size from 10 GB to 15, 15 to 20 like this, but you are unable to reduce the size 10 GB to 5 GB. So let's see here, minimize this instance. Back to AWS login console. Here we have elastic block storage, see, right side. Here we have elastic block storage. Then here we have volumes, right? So click volumes. So there we can find the volume. Okay. So let's see here. Which volume? 10 GB volume we need to select. Okay. So 10 GB volume. Go to action. Modify volume. Go to action and modify volume. So we have, see guys, capacity. Minimum 1 GB, maximum 65,536 means around 6 TB. That's it, na? Yes, no. Right. So maximum it will support till here. Okay, 65 TB, right? So IOPS minimum 3000 IOPS, maximum 80,000 IOPS. Throughput minimum 125 MB per second. Throughput maximum 2000 MB per second. Yesterday we discussed, right? 2000 MB means 128 MB. Got it, guys? Baseline 125 like this. Okay. So now I'm trying to increasing the volume 10 to 15. Can we increase? Yes. Can we reduce? What happens? See? Got it now? We are unable to decrease the volume size. Only increase available. So more than 10 GB we can increase, but we are unable to reduce below 10 GB. So I have like increase, for example, 20 GB. Okay. So modify. Click modify and modify. Modify and modify. Then refresh it here. Then it became 20 GB now. The CBS volume 10 to 20 GB. Go to operating system, EC2 instance, right? But it is showing still 10 GB only, right? So minimize this one. Back to server manager. Here we have the server manager, right? Select this one. Right click. So what we need to do, tell me? If you need to reset the volume, what we need to do? How many options we have here? Here you need to click. Can we extend? Can we extend the volume? So I'm trying to extending. 1 minute, guys. First of all, you have to reset. If you're resetting, what will happen? 1 minute. If you try to extending, current size is 10 GB only, it's showing, right? If you're extending, you are going to get the error, right? Because it's not reset, right? Yes, no. It's saying we are going to lose the entire data. If you reset, you are going to lose the entire data like this, it's saying. We have any other option? Let's check. You're going to lose the data. It doesn't have any other option. Better to reset. Then you have to turn the. So usually we have that option, man. We can do without losing the data also. Maybe in this operating system it doesn't have. I think so. We have to create the new volume again. No, we have the option without losing data. We can do. I did before, so that's why. Again.
Again.
Now if you open, excuse me,
Again. Again. Oh. Again. Again.
20 GB, but data it's gone.
Again.
So let's see here.
Again.
Again we are going to attach try.
ऑफिस प्रस्ताव केला
Um,
हो
how
हो
to attach? So guys, if you want, you can attach the like volume for existing instance. It's not like this. While you try to launching the instance, at the time you need to attach the volume, right? I'll do one thing. I will launch a little bit old operating system, then we'll check that. Okay.
Again.
I'm trying to launching one more instance.
Again. Again.
Instance name new server browse. I'm going to minimize this one, okay? And then pre-tier eligibility instances only we are going to use. Linux I can launch, but you people you are unable to understand, so that's why. How to extend, how to reduce, you are unable to understand those commands, so that's why. Okay, I'm using 2019 base. लाइनेक्स में क्या है फटाफट हो जाएगा यार कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है बट यू शुड हैव द EBS वॉल्यूम्स सॉरी LVMs then only it's possible. You should have the LVM standard partition unable to increase. अभी वो LVM कॉन्सेप्ट पढ़ाना है बोले तो 2 दिन लगेंगे 2-3 दिन लगेंगे सो डिस्क मैनेजमेंट will take more than 4 days, so that is related to Linux. Okay, so launch instance. So go a little bit down, view instances. Let's verify where the instance it got launched, in which region. I think US East 1C, right? US East 1C. So we have to we have to create the EBS volume to the US East 1C itself only, okay? Then only we can attach. Let's say I'll show you. इसको delete कर दो. Why this one? Terminating. So while you are trying to terminating this instance, you are going to lose the root volume, but you are not going to lose the additional volume, guys. Additional EBS volume. So according to this diagram, if you are terminating the EC2 instance, you are going to lose the root volume by default. But you have the EBS volume. You need to find from the volumes and then you need to delete. Otherwise, they will charge. Okay. Here in volume we have 3 volumes. See here. Here we have 3 volumes. Refresh it. So just now I have deleted the instance, right? It will take some time. Automatically this 30 GB we are going to lose. This 30 GB we are going to lose. We have 230 GBs, right? 130 GB we are going to lose. And 20 GB we have. this instance, the first one we are going to lose automatically. First one. It's taking some time to terminate. Okay. So got it, guys? Go back to the instances. Refresh it. Still it is shut downing, so that's why we have that one. Okay. Alright. We'll do one thing. How to attach the additional EBS volume for existing instance we'll discuss. So let's see, guys, here. US East 1C. Just now we launched this one. This instance we launched US East 1C. Now I'm trying to creating one volume. Create volume. So GP3 if you want you can use, otherwise GP2 also you can use your wish. Okay. But don't give 100 GB. Try to provide 10 GB. Here you need to select 1C. Otherwise you are unable to attach. Got it? So availability zone US East 1C. You need to select, right? So snapshot doesn't require. We'll discuss snapshot later, right? And then create volume. So one more volume it got created. See, with the 10 GB. Got it, guys? So one more volume it got created with 10 GB size. That is GP2. That is GP2. So let's check the status of this volume. Available. But if you observe, those volume status are in use. In use means we attach to our EC2 instance, so that's why it's showing in use. So this is new volume just now we did with 10 GB available. Got it, guys? So how to attach? What happened? Why it's taking this much of time to delete? इसलिए delete नहीं हो रहा यार. Okay, it got deleted now successfully. It got terminated successfully. There is no instances. Okay. Go to volumes, refresh it. We have still this one. Right. So now we have two instances. One instance in US East 1C. This volume is available into the US East 1C, right? So try to access the instance. Select this one. Connect. Right. So connect RDP. Download this file. Click get the Windows login password. So upload the private key. Then decrypt it. Then copy this key. Go to download. Open the RDP file. Click connect. Then paste it. Connect. Yes. This is 2019 server. Click yes. Right, guys? So here use Windows key. First of all go to Explorer. If you observe, we have only C drive. So go to this PC. We have only C drive. Okay, we doesn't have the additional. We need to attach, right? We need to attach now. How to attach? Volumes. Which one? This one available, right? This one. Select this one. Action, action, and then you need to attach the volume. So here we have the option called attach volume, and then select the instance. Only one instance is running, right? So to whom we need to attach. So you can assign one device name DEV. Actually, this is root. This is additional volume XVDB. So attach volume. That's it. Right? The volume it got attached successfully. Guys, that 30 GB it got deleted. See, there is no 30 GB now. Additional 30 GB we have before, right? Okay. So back to EC2 instance. Even though you are unable to find here, so what we need to do before we did, right? You have to open the server manager. So this is a problem with the Windows, guys. Really, will take time. Right, we got this one. Select this one. We thoda faster, right? So select disks. Then 10 GB. Right click. Next. Next. You okay? Then next. Next. Then next. And create. So close. So go to Explore. Then go to this PC. Then you have D drive, right? Okay. So now let's try to increase the size of this volume. Back to AWS login console. Then select this volume. Go to action. Modify. Then I'm trying to increasing this one. Okay, 20. Right. So modify. Now it got modified 10 to 20. So 10 to 20 now. In use, so we have to wait few minutes. In use, optimize like this we have here. Go to here. Got it, guys? I hope you're clear now. Yes, no? इसके पहला कुछ ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम में प्रॉब्लम था, वो इसीलिए इंक्रीज नहीं हुआ. बिफोर इट्स saying 10 GB only ना. Yes, no. यहाँ भी 10 GB, वहाँ भी 10 GB बता रहा था, right? But here it's showing like 20, 10, right? Now right click here. Right click. Extend volume now. Then you can extend. But before we have a problem, right, in that operating system, maybe problem with operating system. See, now current capacity is 9. Maximum you can increase till 20 like this we have, right? You can increase now without losing data. Got it now? So I hope you clear. Yes, no. What happened? It's taking some time. So it's like in process now. Why it's showing still?
ଭଗବାନ ସବୁ ଅଖାଡୁଆ ମୋରି ଭାଇ.
Fail. Why? Okay, right. Already we have 10, right? Yes. 19 can go. Right. Good. Super. Right? I hope you got it, guys. Without losing data, you can increase like that. But I think before we launch like 2025, it having some maybe error, some problem with that operating system. I did because of that. I'm sure we can extend without losing data. Got it now? No issues, because before we didn't get this one. We got only one option to format. That's it, right? Amrita, even if you're creating the files also, you're not going to lose because it got increased. I hope you're clear, right? बन गया ना? इसके पहले वॉल्यूम ही चले गया ना टोटल. Yes, no. We format the entire volume like before. Now we got option, right? Even if you're having the data, you are not going to lose. I forgot to create the files into D drive. If you want, you can try. You are not going to lose. Better to launch like 2019. In that we have that option. I don't know, maybe we have some bugs into the 2025. I don't know. So we didn't get that option, right? Still, even if you like add the 10 GB additional volume for existing EBS, it is showing 10 GB only. It is not increased like 10 to 20. But here automatically it got increased, right? Automatically it got increased, right? वो नहीं हुआ था वहां पे, इसीलिए प्रॉब्लम हुआ था वहां पे, right? I hope you got it, guys. Right. Okay. So how to attach, how to increase the volume size, I hope you're clear in Windows. Yes, no, this is my operating system. Next. So what we'll do in the sense, how to increase the volume size, I hope you're clear. Now, what I'm doing in the sense, I'm trying to installing web server into this operating system. Okay. Right, guys. So for example, this is our Windows operating system. I'm trying to installing web server. Okay. I'm installing web server where into root volume, guys. Okay. I'm going to detach this root volume from this machine. I am going to attach this root volume into another machine. Got it now? Right? So this volume, it's not a big deal. You can detach and attach to the animation. But what I am exactly doing is I'm trying to detaching the root volume. I'm not detaching the additional volume. I'm trying to detaching this root volume from the server. I'm trying to attaching this root volume into another server. Got it now? So for verification purpose, what I'm doing in the sense, I'm trying to installing web server. Okay. For verification purpose, you have to understand, right? Same root volume we are using like that, right? So that's why I'm trying to installing web server here. Okay. Otherwise, you can create few files and directories on top of the desktop. With the help of that, also you can easily understand. It's not a big deal. Okay. Got it, guys? Exactly what we are doing. So go to dashboard, add roles and features, give next. How to install the web server? Give next, give next. Then web server IIS feature we need to add. Next, 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 and then install. Okay. S3 and RDS, two services we have. Aditi, S3 and RDS. Mm, I'll start S3 on Monday. S3, maybe 2 days. Wednesday, like this, I'll finish. Okay, tomorrow also we have, right? Okay, tomorrow I'll start S3. Almost we done EBS. We have only one concept, how to take a snapshot. Means with the help of snapshot also you can launch the instance, and with the help of AMI. I said how to create our own AMI, right? That is also I will show you. It's not a big deal. What is load balancer? We don't have load balancers into our course, Ram Pandey. Migration. Those all very advanced concept, right? I will try to teach how to migrate the database from EC2 instance to RDS instance. Okay. Guys, don't Guys, can you hear me? Am I audible? Again, the network issue got started. क्या नेटवर्क मेंटेन कर रहा है यार? Get password. Sorry. Right, close this one. How to install? C drive. Sorry. Init pub, right? Save as on index.html. Right. Okay. So let's try to connect this, whether it's working or not. It won't work because we have to allow the like all traffic here. So go to here and then allow all traffic. Go to security. Then we have security group. Then you need to allow the all traffic rule. Otherwise HTTP, HTTPS. Do we have all traffic? No, right? Edit, add rules, all traffic, save rules. Okay. Then go to EC2. Copy the IP address. Guys, try whether it is working or not. Use this one. It's working, right? Working, right? Good. Okay, so let's see here. Now what I'm doing in the sense, I'm going to shut down this machine. Okay, go to EC2, right? How to detach root volume? I'm detaching the root volume from this machine. Then I'm going to use this root volume to another machine. Okay. Right. So again, if I need to log in into that machine mains, it will take time. So that's why I have installed the web server. With the help of IP address, we can get the web server, right? Means same root volume we have, like that we can understand, right? Yes, no. So first detach it. So first you have to shut down. So go to here. Guys, don't terminate, okay? Stop. Don't terminate, okay? Stop it. First, you need to stop the machine. This machine we need to stop. This EC2 instance we need to stop. Then remove the root volume from this machine. Okay. Remove this root volume from this machine. What happened? So stopping. It got stopped successfully. Go to volumes. Okay, from where? Here we'll have volumes, right? There is. You have to go. Here we have volumes, right? Go to volume. I have opened that volumes into another tab. Go to volumes. Refresh it. Guys, can you hear me? I'm audible?
Sorry.
So let's see here. We have 30 GB, right? 30 GB volume per operating system, right?
Local date. Yeah.
In use like this we have, right? Select this volume 30 GB. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'm going to provide the name also for better understanding purpose here. Tag name I'm providing. For example, old Windows web server. Okay, wall. So old Windows web server volume. Right, guys? This is old Windows web server volume. Okay. So go to here. Select this one. It's in use, right? Right. So select this volume, old server. Go to action. We have detach volume. Select detach volume and detach it. So go to check the status. Still in use. Refresh it. Now available. In use gone. It's available, right? Means we detach the volume from EC2 instance according to this diagram. So this volume we have here. Now we remove this volume. Now I'm trying to deleting this one. Okay, how to delete? Terminate it. So for example, select new server and then go to instance status, then click terminate and then terminate it. Right, I'm trying to launching one more instance. Got it, guys? I'm trying to launching one more instance. My new web server is an instance name. Okay, my new web server. What happened, guys? So now I'm trying to launching one more Windows instance. Okay, let it complete this lab and then I'll stop. Then Monday, tomorrow I will show you how to get the snapshot and the AMI. Okay. Windows 2019, right? Select Windows 2019. Right. So go a little bit down and then launch it. Select this one and then select both, guys. Okay. HTTP, HTTPS both you need to select and launch instance. Will take some time. Again, it should launch and then we need to remove the volume. Then we need to attach the guys, can you hear me? Assume this, we have two different laptops. We are removing the hard disk from one laptop and then we are trying to attaching the same hard disk into another laptop, like the same way. Okay. Got it, guys? Clear? Okay, we'll continue tomorrow, don't worry. So I think it's taking time because of network issue. Almost it's a 7:40, right? So we'll continue tomorrow, don't worry. Can you hear me? Am I audible? कल उसको कंप्लेंट किया जूम मीटिंग ऐप वर्क नहीं कर रहा है बोल के, अभी जूम मीटिंग ऐप वर्क कर रहा है, बाकी के साइट वर्क नहीं कर रहे हैं. Yes, guys. Okay. See you tomorrow. Bye. Take care. So tomorrow we'll continue this lab, okay? And then how to take the snapshot also I will show you. Don't worry. Welcome, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye. Welcome, Amruta, Ram Pandey. See you, guys. Bye. Take care.